Alright, what's up YouTube? Irish with some CVET back here with Jeep Thoughts. I think this is the third installment. And I'll put the installments on it. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys and gals a heads up on what I've done. So there was the first panel I cut out, and when I put the gas tank jacked back up, it did not fit. I couldn't actually get to the whole piece. This little valve over here, yeah, that thing is the rollover valve, which is not on anything I could find on the internet, any diagram anyways, but that's what was leaking. Pulled this hose out. I don't know if you can see it there, but that was upside down, and that's where the fuel is coming out of. So we're going to replace that. Anyways, so originally I had cut out, let's see, about a 9-inch by 5-inch square. All right, so I started here because that's what it looked like underneath there, and without having the tank out or in, I couldn't gauge where it was supposed to be. So I started here because I knew that was the farthest point that I wanted to go, and it would cover up to the front of the tank almost. So if you look at it straight down, you can reach the fuel disconnect. All right, but you can also reach the whole fuel pump now. So I took out another section, otherwise you would not be able to access the fuel pump fully, completely. So anyways, our whole, if you look at the whole piece here, here's our filler neck over here. Oh, don't look at that. There's our filler neck right there, and that comes over to the gas tank right here. Yada yada yada. Okay, moving on. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below while I'm doing this, and I'll try to answer them. So originally I told you guys and gals to use this. That sucks. So I got an old wood chisel, and it makes perfect work of removing this rubber stuff. I don't know what it is exactly, but it makes pretty clean lines, and we're good to go. So now the new dimensions are, of the hole anyways, is about 5.5, a little bit under 5.5 by 8.25. Yep, 8.25 inches long. So now we have complete access to the fuel pump and fuel pressure regulator, which is mounted on top of this 2000. And as you can see, we have a clear shot at everything. So you want to take, like I said, use an old wood chisel, or buy a new one, whatever you want to do. I'm sure they're pretty cheap if you can find them. But like I said, that makes the nice little clean cut through this rubberized gasket stuff, which otherwise sucks trying to get off. And then use your file to go around and scrape off any sharp spots. And then I still have to clean these corners up here. Focus. Anyways, so that whenever you get your hands in there, you don't get all cut up. See, there's still some more jagged edge. Yeah, right there. So this part here on this side, on the driver's side of the vehicle, has a reinforcement on it. So you will get into that just a bit, and you can see it there. So that's the part of the reinforcement, but it was rusted anyway, so we got rid of that, a little bit of that junk. And then there's the whole panel. So yeah. Now we have to get some new hose and replace that. Still got the gas smell because everything's wide open down there. But I jacked the tank back up so we could see and verify that whenever you take the access panel off, you can see everything. So a lot of cars have this, like I said before, but you know, this one doesn't. So we're gonna go into that. I'm going to figure out a mounting method for that. There's not a whole lot of room underneath here, so I don't want to cause anything to abrade or, you know, accidentally rub through. So I can put you in there. There's some room, but not a whole lot. So anyways, I'm gonna try to put some fancy fasteners in there that you can just put the screws in, and I forget what they're called again today. They're like aircraft fasteners. So you drill a hole, and then they fit in the hole, and then you rivet them in, and then they have screws that screw down. They have springs on them, so kind of like a military helicopter gas tank. But this is going to be the inside panel, and then we're going to put the rubber in there as well. So yeah, that's what we're up to today. Hopefully get this thing fixed and back ready to play in the mud. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys and gals that there's not a whole lot of pressure to this line because it's a nylon. It's upside down, of course. But Bundy Warren Permalock, made 3/26 of 1999 at 1104. And this is the original piece, so I assume the hoses are the original pieces as well. So we're just going to replace that just for GP, because like I said, it looks like the leak was right there. The ducks are going crazy back there in the pond. So just be careful, wear gloves, because it is sharp once you cut it out with EO grinder. You could probably do it with 10 snips, but it'd be a labor intensive process. So I'm sure somebody's buddy has one of these, and if you already got the tank down, you're good to go. But like I said, yeah, you can use a wider one of these, I guess. But I just shaved off even this little ridge so that when I put my adhesive on there for my rubber or silicone, that it will be sufficient enough that it won't have any place to leak. Because as you can see, that's just underneath the truck. So you don't want any water or gas or anything smelling in the car, or making, more places for it to rust because this fills up with water. And I may have to go and enlarge this ring a little bit, depending on the fasteners I get. But if you just use countersunk self-tapping screws and you countersink the top panel, which I will do a video on that so that you guys can see the panel and how we're doing that. And what else? Yeah, that's the Jeep thought for the day. How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully good. I tried many things to scrape it. Tried this tool. I don't know what this is. It's some kind of floor scraper or something. Did not. It kind of worked, but not good enough. Tried the old standby, the razor knife. Didn't work. So, and that Red Devil metal scraper was not solid enough to do the job. It would literally take off 100,000ths of an inch at a time. So anyways, so from this rib support back, just real quick again, we'll recap. The hole starts there and comes back about 8 1/4 of an inch, and then the hole there starts and comes over about 5 1/2 inches. So you can mess around with it, make it a bit larger or small as you want, of course. You don't have to go as far forward if you don't want to see the full connection. You know, you could always come back a few inches. So let's see. Yeah, you could probably come back an inch from this structural support in here and still be able to see everything. So, yep. Alright guys and gals, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up on the video, thumbs down. Bitches, moans, complaints, leave them in the comment section below. I'm Irish USMC Vet. This has been your Jeep Thought of the Day. Simplify and Godspeed. And I'm out of here.